Good morning. This is Grateful Ed. Hope you're having a fantastic day. It's a great day to be alive and a great day to make a video to share with you. I want to say hello to everybody and send my love out. It's very important that, in my opinion, that everybody speak up and speak their point of view, especially at this time in the world. And I want to really thank everyone at the higher levels who have given me the benefit of the doubt when it comes to speaking my side of the story and being able to give me a platform in order to balance some things out that have been way, way out of balance with me in the hometown for a long time. Along the same lines, anybody that has, picked up on the riff that this is the time to stand up and fight on those family curses, family dynamics that have been out of balance for a long time, and done whatever is in their power, maybe to stand up for people that weren't strong enough to stand up in their family, that have been taken advantage of. I salute. It's very important if you feel the urge and the call to do something, that you take the action that you see fit. So I want to talk about President Trump a little bit today, and I asked myself, what did President Trump do? All the time, and the first thing that came to my mind was he helped rebuild the military. Okay, so because he had the foresight to know what was coming on in 2016, what we're facing today, on the verge of World War III, if we're not already in it. Okay, he had the foresight and the drive in order to rebuild the military. Okay, and it's very important. He brought on the Space Force. Okay, and there are things way above my pay level that they are into and they are doing, but he knew that was an important step to take at this time, because there's always been space operations. Let's face it, that's just been part of the Air Force. But I think it's separate from the Air Force, and now very focused on their mission and what their upcoming missions will be. So that's real important. And the thing about rebuilding the military is he understood that it's vital for our national defense. Okay, exactly what the military is there for. We fight the wars and we win the wars for America and American people. There's no under the Trump administration, you didn't have some social experiment going on in the military with being woke and being conscious and these type of things. You have to have military bearing, military balance, and esprit de corps. You got to have the respect and the camaraderie and the cohesiveness. Okay, but my opinion and a lot of people's opinion, you don't cross the line, when you're going into this woke agenda. Where I heard the other day, they're spending more time on woke training than they are on actually military training. So, that has to go, and that has to go out with Biden and these crazy-ass communist ideas that are going to hold us back. Okay. In the meantime, all I got to say is he knows that that's not a social experiment where you go messing around with the military. That just is another way of, how can I say it, tricking you, psychologically manipulating you to keep you distracted from, what your main mission is. So, along with that, with the accomplishments, there's, I've got to give credit where credit is due. There's a McLean County Republican website that they put together by Connie Beard, and she puts out 121 accomplishments of President Trump. So, if you look at that, he signed the hemp bill to make hemp and then CBD legal. So, there you go on your 420. I don't know if it's a strange thing or if anybody saw this, the emergency management. So I got a test, EMS test on my cell phone today, and the time was 9:17. So I don't know. I heard about that a couple of years ago, but never saw it. But I did see it today. Anyway, this meeting that Jim Jordan had in New York City, I heard, or I caught just a blurb on the TV last night on the news, probably MSNBC, where they said it was a political stunt. Okay, well, I think it's far from. I think it was a positive step, in order to show. You're talking apples and oranges. While lawlessness is prevalent in New York City and a lot of other democratic cities, you see that Seattle, Portland, but in this case, New York City, okay, the criminals are running free when the district attorney is focused in on a campaign promise to take down President Trump. Okay, that's just not going to fly. It's really not. And a lot of people are getting hurt and killed in the meantime. It is, it's a tragedy. It really is. But I'm just saying, these phony politicians, and I got to go back to Larry Nichols when he broke it down, and I finally started to come out of my, started waking up about the way things really are. Okay, that the scheme is so vast and so deep, and it's been going on for so long, and there's so much money pumped into it. Okay, at every level. You got to look from, I don't know, the dog catcher on up to the White House in this case. Okay, so people are there to manipulate and keep you off track, so they can have more money, more power, more prestige in their pocket. That's bullshit. That's not what President Trump was about. He was about empowering so everyone could share in the wealth and not only survive but thrive. So, I was talking about, Leonardo DiCaprio. I'm going to talk about that again a little bit. But, I think about Obama and some of the things, like I say, the news cycle goes by quick. And, Obama's been gone. We've had President Trump, and we've seen, success and turn the country around. And we see Biden destroy it. Okay. But what came to my mind was two things with Obama. Number one, Obama trying to explain these FISA awards. Okay. And he was manipulating the shit out of that. The other thing was, which came out, now we know it come out to be a rubber stamp, basically, when it should be. You should have some kind of really strong probable cause before you go to one of these federal judges in order to ask for that FISA. It's just a rubber stamp to spy, basically. And that leads into this data collection center that we were talking about in Utah. Okay, that's your spy repository, I guess, and that probably just a gateway for the Chinese and everyone else that you're in cahoots with. So again, the press and the media made this, the golden president, the golden boy doing so much for the country, when it's the biggest sellout of America that we've ever seen. Thankfully, we have somebody, to go to lead us and help us through this quagmire, okay, that not only the Democrats, but the Republicans have put us, okay. When it comes to justice, I got to go back to this targeted justice cause for the FBI, the DOJ, and Department of Homeland Security to release a terrorist screening database. Okay, these are everyday Americans. It could be children up to senior citizens, everyone in between, who's been targeted and gang stalked and attacked with their weapons. I can go in on that on a different time, a different program. But I'm real interested to see that database released, okay? because I believe there's a strong emphasis in Ohio on that, because you've got headquarters right there. Now, I think in Cincinnati and Dayton. Okay, so being halfway in between, there must be a large concentration of so-called terrorists terrorists against America and their principle. What I'm interested in is seeing who got paid for their fucking dirty work. That's going to be interesting. Okay, again on the press and their manipulation, you got Leonardo DiCaprio, when he's out on the yacht with one of his girlfriends, you get all kinds of press coverage, right? But when he's in federal court testifying, how money is funneled in, from China and the CCP actors, and through the billionaires, into the movie stars or pop stars, rap stars, whatever it may be, in order to gain that influence, to get a foot in the door, excuse me, and influence American politics with big Chinese money. That's not shown on TV. You know what's going on with that? Anyway, Leonardo DiCaprio and Praz Michael, they wanted to. Also, Steve Wynn's in on this. This is a good one. Steve Wynn's in on this. And this Malaysian financier, Mr. Luck. So, that's $20 million. That's a lot of money to try to funnel in for a presidential campaign for Obama. So, the press does not cover that because they don't want to tarnish their golden boy's image, I guess. Okay. President Trump was right about a lot of things, right? But the thing is, in this case, with DA Bragg in New York City, and what's been going on with these charges against him, that they can't name the charges. Couple points is, number one, Bragg campaigned on the fact that he wanted to take down President Trump. Number two, the federal prosecutors, they would not touch it. They would not touch this case because they know when it comes to campaign finance, doing things that are against the law, that this case would not hold up in federal court. So here you've got a local DA trying to prosecute against federal charges. Mix it up, hodgepodge of this and that, and then more to be named later charges, which are a whole bunch of nothing, basic. But, I really do believe ever since President Trump left the Democratic Party in New York, he's been signaled out because he's too much of a threat to take their ass out. Okay, and I don't mean in a bad way. I mean in a just way, a legal way, and a systematic way. Let them do it to themselves, basically, because they're good at that. Especially when they have no basis, nothing to stand on. So I believe he's going to turn that around to where they are going to look very foolish about trying to prosecute him for a crime that he didn't commit. Okay. The other thing is he'll come out. He's already made records as far as the more they try to attack him, the stronger he gets. His campaign finance, as far as collecting money, he's collected a record amount. So, when you try to hurt him, it just makes him stronger and, really, not only his base, okay, but people have to realize that this is a political hit job. Their finances are all messed up. Everyone's is, that I know of. And I'm just saying that things are not good. Inflation, the way the country's going, illegal immigrants, you see how people are going off on the Second Amendment, all these issues that are near and dear to the Republicans and the deep state, okay, to try to keep us divided. I truly believe he's going to be the only nomination for the GOP. He's going to win the presidency easy, hands down, and lead us out of this quagmire with dignity and respect like we should. So that's what I have for today. Thank you very much. Have a great day. God bless you. God bless America, and keep on keeping on.